Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
The Governor Baron thanks you as well. Your message was instrumental in stopping Hikmet and our research falling into the hands of those brutes.
It is my dear cousin that you should thank, my lady. I was told that you were able to catch the Commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, your highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Thélème are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
はい。皆さん、ピロ工房へようこそ。ピロでございます。グリードフォール、続きをやっていきたいと思います。ですね。移動して、前回の場所からね、移動しようとしたら、ムービーが始まってしまい、こういう感じのね、動画のスタートになりました。いやー、思いのほか症状が進んでて、ちょっと、ショックっすね。まあね、前回ね、コインガードがクーデターを起こしたということで、その鎮圧に 回ってたんですけども、今回はね、ちょっとクエスト的にコンスタンティンのために何かをするのか、それともサイドクエストが1個ね、あったんで、ちょっとペトリウスに話をできるかな。あ、話しかけられるね。ちょっとペトリウスの話を聞いてみましょ
I need to speak with you, my child.
Yes, Petrus. What is it?
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned about the Mother Cardinal to use.
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena, and we must make sure that the odds are high. To do this, you'll have to face a champion. This will lure her in.
That would effectively raise the odds. But the risk is they'll bet against me.
That may be the case, but the highest bets are based on the exact time of the defeat.
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that I will lose at a specific time.
And by doing so, you'll win something bigger than a fight.
This will make her lose a considerable amount.
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure her usual moneylender is unavailable. Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order to place her bet.
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores in Thélème?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. Or on the battlefield. But that's much dirtier. So, what do you say?
まあ、全然ね、関係ないことだった。後にします。
It is certainly interesting. But I must see to other things before putting it in
ああ、
motion.
コンスタンティンの方が大事だよ。
Of course, my child. I know how to be patient.
ああ、
I'll see you later, father.
Take
今はね、
care,
マ
my
ザー
child.
カーディナーレのことなんかね、二の次ですよ。そしたら、どうしよっかな。今回は、このね、メインクエスト。そしたら、ヒックメットか、サンマテウスのヒーラー。そしたら、こっちのはじめ、ウェンシャビー、まあ、発音合ってるかどうかわからないけど、ヒーラーを見つけに行きましょう。原住民の。ということなので、パーティーを、シオラ入れましょうか。パーティー、クルツをチームから外して、シオラとアフラで行きましょう。では、ここだね。多分、あれなんじゃないかな。シオラの村に戻る感じになるんじゃないかな。ああ、そうだった。この間の戦闘で、持ち物が、重量馬になってたんだった。忘れてた。あ、そういえば、これ誰か装備変えられ、まあいいや。とりあえず、物を売ってからにしようかな。このまんまだと、動けないから。さあ、やってまいりました。ちょっとね、アフラの装備を変えてみました。で、村に来たので、どこだ？ここか？この中かな？この中だね。じゃあヒーラー、見つけに行きましょう。ちょっとね、シオラの装備も変えたいんですけど、店がね、いいの置いてないんですよね。さあ、お邪魔します。おう。
Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desarde. I've come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual, but my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladned? Are you not a Donegad as well?
It is true, but my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness, the Malachor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
The symptoms of its victims start with severe headaches and nausea. Their blood becomes effectively darker and more viscous. The veins become visible. In the end, the victim weakens and dies. We have not as of yet.
あ、それありがと
We've never seen the alien touched by such
う。
a
詳しい少女言ってくれた。
and I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers
マインドシェイカーってことは
They wanted to convert
セレマ
everyone
か
and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenland started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded. And recently, many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries, perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this master hunter. He may be able to explain all there is to learn about these attacks.
そしたら、まあ、とりあえずここの話を聞きましょうか。エイダン。
Yes? Do you need my help with something around the village?
I just have a few questions, that's all.
I understand.
情報。植民地時代の存在。村。カダザ。あ、さっきの人だね。テンランズっていうのがね、よくわかんなかったから、先にまあ、上から順番に聞いていきましょう。
Tell me about the colonists. When did you meet them for the first time?
Perhaps a dozen cycles ago. I had heard rumors, of course, before that. Some of the eastern clans said that there were men coming from the sea who had made their home on their lands. They said that they built very tall houses and stole their children from them. I thought of it as nothing more than tales one tells by the fire of a night. Then one day, I saw them. They came into our village. They came with soldiers. They wanted to shake our minds, treated us as if we were children, barely able to walk. I was told that they were not the same tribe as those found in the east, different as well from your people, but I see no difference. You are all Renaigse to our lands, and I do not trust anyone.
そうね。そうだよね。みんな一緒だよね。他の土地から来た人間は。じゃあ、こう、村について聞きましょう。
Can you tell me about your village?
It is when Xavier, The village of living waters in our town. The wells and the rivers here flow with healing waters. All the island knows this. Our riverbanks are plentiful in plants, and the shores are full of shellfish that are used in healing potions. We are mostly fishermen and gatherers. We hunt little and have no warriors amongst us. Our village is a calm place in normal times, a place of peace. But since the coming of the Moinshakers...
なるほど。じゃあ、片座派のことを聞いてみましょう。
Can you tell me more about Katasai?
The Tiern. He is the best healer on the island. A good and wise man. He is very concerned about the sick under his care. He gives them all his time and energy. Our village has always had the greatest healers. And my master is as good as any of the ancestors. I hope to be as good one day.
うん。じゃあ、さっきのエイダンっていうのは片座派の弟子って感じなんだね。じゃあ、テンランズについて聞いてみましょう。
I would like to hear more about the Tenlans.
I'm in no better place to speak of these creatures. Before I believed I understood them, but today we simply took care to respect the place where they made their nests so as not to disturb them. For like all of these creatures, they are part of the spirit of the island, a part of the balance. But all of a sudden, one day their numbers grew more and more and they became angry and aggressive. The balance has been broken, but I do not know how.
なるほどね。ありがとう。
I have to go.
Quite a way late, said.
テンランズっていうモンスターを倒しに行かなきゃいけないんだね。うん。じゃあちょっと片座派にも話聞いてみようか。
Excuse me.
You have returned. Were you able
あ、それはまだです。
in their troubles?
Not yet.
Then how can I help you?
彼に聞く。彼の村、宣教師村への攻撃。彼の村について聞きましょう。
Tell me about your village.
When Xavier means living waters, the water that runs on the pebbles, but also the water that gives life. My people have lived here peacefully for a very long time, and have thrived on fishing, and on the herbs, and the berries of the shore. And we, the Donegada, have always been excellent healers thanks to the river's numerous gifts. The people of the other villages respect us, and they often come to see us for this reason.
うん。まあさっきのね、エイダンっていう人と言ってることは同じでしたね。じゃあ宣教師、セレマだと思うんだけどね、宣教師のこと聞いてみましょう。
Tell me about the missionaries who came to the village.
They say that the spirits of the island do not exist, or that they are demons, but we know that they are real. They want us to worship a god in the sun, but it is only a drawing on their clothes. And what they really want is to use our young people as servants. They are not good people, and we don't call them mind shakers for no reason.
そうね。もうね、狂信者の集まりだからね、セレマは。マザカになれぐらいじゃないかな。本当にまともなのはね。マザカになると、例のね、歴史の新発見した女の人。さあ、じゃあ村への攻撃を聞いてみましょう。
Tell me about the attacks on your village.
They began a while ago. Suddenly, the Tenlands have grown in numbers and have become more aggressive. They started to attack those who went outside the village, especially at night.
夜か。
We had to become more prudent, but it wasn't enough to prevent some young people from disappearing. But you should go and ask the hunter. He knows the Tenlands' habits well.
わかりました。じゃあ、テンランズ。
Very well. Be on your guard if you wander outside the village.
じゃああれだね。先にテンランズ倒しに行こうか。どっ かにさっきあったな。あ、アイテム箱。ごめんなさい。調達させていただきます。よしよしよし。じゃあ先に、クエスト的には、あれだね、ペトリウスと、って言ってたもんね。宣教師は後で話そう。先に、テンランズを退治しに行きましょうかね。位置的にはこっちに、ハンターの人たち、あ、いたいたいた。ハンターさん。
Good day. Are you the master hunter?
Beortir to murder, Nightse. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
襲撃について彼に問題点を説明してもらう。テンランズのことを聞いてみる。まあ彼に問題点を聞いてみましょ
う。The Denegad, Katasak, spoke to me about the animal attacks. Can you tell me more?
The Tenlands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here, but they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded, and some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Tenlands killed them, but it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
まあテンランズのことを聞いてみましょう。
What can you tell me about the Tenlands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures, very calm, but who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
ここに周りに生息してる個体群じゃないってことだね。他のところから来てるってことなんだね。犠牲者について話す。
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the Donegan, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away, to destroy any nests that I found, but still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who the children are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman
漁師と
and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them.
テンランズの倒し方を聞く。テンランズがなぜ攻撃的なのかを聞く。ああ、倒し方を聞いとこう。
I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlands. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that, we no
夜
longer
明け
see
前
them.
か。
But be careful, Renaxe. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy these nests come dawn.
テンランズがなぜ攻撃的なのかを聞
Isn't
く。
it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
いやー、そうだな。助けになることを提案する。まあ、先にちょっと宣教師のことについて聞いてみよう。
The Moin Shakers. They came here before the attacks of the Tenlands and buzz around us like flies. They speak of light, of demons, and the soul. Their words make little sense. All that they want is for us to join their village, and that we serve them as if they were Tier. They want to make us Renaigse. They want to sever our bond with our lands. Their words do not touch those old enough to understand. But the young are sometimes swayed. And listen, they follow them to their Eden village. And they become their servants. Their bond is cut.
Have you tried to fight?
No. But some have fought. Because they treat the young girls badly. I think if not for the attacks, no one would have turned to them and their light. But hope fled our village. And the weak of courage have doubts and listen to their lies.
It sounds as if the attacks began at a timely moment for the missionaries.
そうね。まあ、助けになることを提案する。
Is there anything that we might be able to do for you?
Besides destroying their nests and fighting the Tenlands, do you know the art of crafting weapons? Our artisan was among the wounded, and my weapon is broken.
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
じゃあクリーチャーの攻撃性について話すように主張する。
I really need you to tell me what you know about the cause of these attacks.
I regret I cannot speak words about something you would not understand. And as you say, it is only an intuition.
よし、
I
じゃあ
must
さ
be going. Katasak advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlands have built their nests.
よし、武器を修理。
Here is your weapon. It has been made new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaigse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenland of clear skin.
白い肌の大きなテンランド、それが指導者かな。
Follow him. I
ボスだね。
felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have his place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaigse. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it, nothing more.
なるほどね。
I must be going.
セレマが連れてきてる可能性もあるってことか。で、あとは、これだね。 おっと、これ、失踪した村人の家族と話す。家族の人と話す。